to put the Prophet mid against the Viper. Disparity in the lanes as he charges forward onto Blizzy. Dendy, oh, blocked up by the tree ends. Nice play by Blizzy there. Does not get slowed up because of it. And in fact, Lil in trouble now. Blizzy gets the Sprout off. He's trying to stay out of range, but he may have just gotten greedy and will fall here. First blood. And meanwhile, on top lane, General going to die here to the Maledict, more than likely. Blizzy, though, 3-man Wild Axes. Palantimos takes out the Spirit Breaker. General will get the return kill onto the Prophet. As Blizzy again going to be aggressed upon. Gets off the Wrath of Nature. Viper Strike is there though, and a couple of right clicks will kill him off. From the Witch Doctor and a TP in from Blizzy. Sunder is there right away. Roar is there from General, but Treants do again a wonderful job of body blocking. Liquid Fire going to slowly attack the tower. The track comes out. Cask, Maledict is there. Dual Breath. He will waveform away into the trees, but the Sprout is there immediately. And Crystallize is likely to fall to the Maledict no matter what. Death Ward doing work on General as well. And Navi are going to be baited into this one. As Palantimos' first rotation will bear 2 kills and likely a tower. Navi do find the trade as far as the mid lane tower goes with the HOD of Dendy of the 11. Maledict, pretty good spell. Primal Roar queued up. Death Ward behind the tree line. Beautifully played by Zayats. And General likely to fall here. Maledict does finish him off. Tower going to be killed off by the Radiant in the meantime, but with the track move speed, Cask is going to be there. Janata slow as well. Liquid Fire going to finish off, making his way back to base on the Jakiro. With the Inner Beast. Oh, Primal Roar north side is going to find himself a Witch Doctor, and that's one more right click. Is going to finish him off for General. LeBron in trouble, gets the grip off, but he's taking a lot of damage here. Shuriken will kill him. Sunder needs to be there, but it's not. Lil gets there with the Nether Strike and the charge. Macropyre going to drop down from Undershock. In General looking to flank, but no one providing a real opportunity. Meanwhile, Blizzy bot lane again in trouble. Charge. Oh, it's going to be there with the Adaptive Strike. And Blizzy going to die. General, meanwhile, gets a kill. And it looks like the tower will be denied because of it. Actually, still charging forward onto Slayer here. And he will realize a little bit late, but the Ice Path is going to be there. Macropyre as well. Crystallize taking a lot of damage to the reflection. Slayer getting low. Nether Strike will connect onto Blizzy. Shuriken tossing through, and the Cask as well. Crystallize in a lot of trouble here. Orchid does pop the Soul Burn, that is. Dendy going to die, and they're trying to track down LeBron as well. Undershock, no Ice Path available, but gets the Dual Breath off onto Crystallize. They'll pop the Lincolns. General coming through, though, with the Roar now onto Undershock, and they'll kill him off. And now charging through is Lil. Gets Blizzy down, but Palantimo still standing strong. Shadow Amulet will be there for the moment, and Lil will survive. And it ends up being a 3-for-3 with General coming back into the fight. Smoked again, though. Vega undeterred here. And it looks like they'll run into Smoke's Glimmer Cape. Is there Ice Path going to connect on to 3? Macropyre is there. General's down immediately. Lil in trouble under a sentry. Dendy slowed up by the Scotty, and Blizzy going to walk forward as well. Gets the Treant body blocks off. E-Blade and Adaptive Strike will bring him low, but he's forced staff to safety. And now Dendy in trouble as Vega, with a perfect timing after one smoke, will find another. Reflection is there onto LeBron. To Palantimos, and he'll put the cheese in the inventory. Blizzy going to join him up. Meta is popped, and they get some free damage done on the tier 3 before Navi can mount a response. Undershock, Ice Path going to connect onto 2. Reflection is there as well. Crystallize taking a crap ton of damage, and he'll have to be forced to waveform defensively. That'll allow Palantimos to step up onto the high ground and take out the tier 3. He's going to be gripped up, but the Ice Path is there, and LeBron is simply going to feed, as Crystallize was not even close to ready to fight at that point. So, feels like a bit of a miscommunication. Charge through onto the TB. Orchid is there. Cask flies through onto Lil as well. And the Ice Path is there. And Lil maybe second-guessing his tweet now. So, looking to catch stragglers. Palantimos metas, but makes his way out. Lil behind. Crystallize in trouble. BKB's up, though. And the Nether Strike will be there, but the Ice Path to respond. Up to the high ground goes Crystallize. Death Ward is going to be there. He'll look to TP out as he morphs, and the Yules will be there in time. Ice Path as well, and Crystallize left for dead. Lil trying to make it away. Scotty slow, right clicks follow him, but, well, he's charging onto the Ancients and tracked up. He's going to die here as well. So nicely played by Vega. Lincoln's buff onto Palantimos is going to be popped here. He'll throw an illusion onto the high ground. That'll be cleaned up pretty quickly. But so will the tier 3. Sprout up on the high ground for Blizzy. Crystallize gets the E-Blade out, but catches an Ice Path, and he could be in trouble here. Reflection is there. Defensive Nightmare. He's hexed up, though. Lotus Orb no longer purges that. He's going to be brought down and buys back immediately. Blizzy, he's going to have the cheese used on him, or use it himself. Still, Sunder is available for Palantimos, and Dendi is going to drop here. Palantimos going to look to reset with his squad. Double buybacks come out. Spirit Vessel will keep him healthy, as does the Voodoo Restoration. Now Ice Path flying out. And Reflection onto Lil. Palantimos standing and right-clicking brings down the Spirit Breaker. Triple kill. Ice Path connects onto 2. Crystallize in trouble. Is forced to BKB up. And Undershot going to get the Yules off. Aegis is there. There's a refresher, though, for the TB in 3 seconds. Backpack cooldown is there. They may want to turn and fight this. There's a Reflection and the meta once again off of the refresher. Crystallize going to have to turn and run. Dendi, after buyback, gets the Viper Strike out, but he's in a lot of trouble as Palantimos shreds through him with 33,000 gold to his name, the Terrorblade. Unkillable in this second life, and he'll take the second lane of Rax as the creeps finish off the tier 2, or the tier 2 finish off top a while ago, I should say. Blizzy jumps forward, finds the Hex. Reflection is there as well. Defensive Nightmare onto General. E-Blade onto the Witch Doctor, but the Glimmer Cape keeps him alive for now for Zayats. You know, considering you should have 2 Sunders here. General finds the backline, will go on instantly on the Morphling, but he's got an Aeon Disc. Yule's up into the air. BKB popped by Palantimos. He'll start to work on LeBron. He'll be forced out. Now Crystallize taking a lot of right click. He's going to have to wait for him to the west. Will get the Witch Doctor down, and Palantimos kind of in the middle of nowhere, but the Hex does end up finding the Morphling. They'll force him forward. Reflection will be there. Crystallize out of time, and 122 seconds on the sidelines for the Morphling. The Witch Doctor will buy back and try and make it into the fray. Slayer trying to run away from Dendi and General, but in the meantime, Palantimos looking to end the game and will be able to do so. GG is called. Navi dropping the first game. Vega up 1 with this 5th pick, Chen. Zayat's top lane needs to wait out for the creeps to spawn. Lil gonna beat into him. Crystallize has the Earth Shock here, but no Fury Swipe, so not sure how much of a threat he really is. Cass gonna bounce nicely between the 2 heroes, and First Blood is gonna be secured by Zayats. Meanwhile, top lane, Crystallize in trouble and brought down. Advantage of the numbers in the top lane where LeBron was mid. Avatos gonna fly out onto Zayats, and Penitence will be there. He will end up falling, but the Hadouken is there, as is the cast. They get the return kill onto LeBron. Not quite like Maledict, but Siphon comes up bottom lane. Slayer in trouble, and Cryptstorm will finish him off. Now Dendi gonna pop the Exorcism as well. Undershock is gonna drop. He'll get the dual breath off though, and Zayat's rotating in for a big solo kill. 566 gold, and I'm sure a good amount of XP as well. Meanwhile, top lane, Blizzy forced to pop the darkness here. Has 17 charges. General will be there, and the turn from the NS. Lil nearby though, tosses forward the Weaver. Silence will be there under the tower. Void is there in a second. Oh, one more tower gets the kill for the Night Stalker, and Lil will be just a fraction of a second late. Task, Maledict is there as well. Death Ward not even needed, as they'll use the Crippling Fear. Nicely played. And looking at an early Ags here is Zayats. Looking for the TP out. Lil nearby will get the cancel. And for that reason, Zayats finds the kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, though, in trouble again is Crystallize. And toss away onto the Night Stalker. Liquid Fire is going to be there. Enrage from Crystallize, but he's likely to fall. He gets the Jakiro beforehand, though. Nightmare is out onto the Night Stalker. Avatos available now for Lil. Gets the Ava off. Toss is there as well. And with the silence, they'll get 2 big kills. Undershock, though, could still be in trouble here. Jump forward. Ava gonna find 2. Toss back across the river. Self-fuels up onto Undershock. They can't really get here in time, though. And it'll be 2 free kills despite the scan. LeBron in trouble. Gonna get flown on and brought down, and instantly they will de-ward as well. They will lose their offlane tier 1 for it. Ice Path, though, is gonna find Lil. And it'll be an easy kill onto the Tiny. And Zayat's going to pick himself up an Ancient Black Drake. Feel like the Golem might have been better for the push, but jump forward. Ice Path. General does go for the BKB and will pop it here, looking to take out Undershock. One more right click needed. They'll send him back, however. They still lose one. That's going to be the Witch Doctor. Blizzy up in the front lines trying to take out the Ursa. He's silenced and is going to be brought down. Flies over the trees and away from the Siphon, but the grip is there onto Palantimos. And jump forward mid lane. Ice Path is going to be there. The Bane is likely to fall here. LeBron goes for the defensive Nightmare. 2 heroes on the sidelines. 30 seconds, neither of which have buyback. Navi staring down the barrel of losing a Rax here. Already down a game. In the meantime, Crystallize working on a tier 2, but Navi not very concerned with that. And luckily for Blizzy, he wraps around to the east. Grip is going to start off. They're going to look to go in. And Hand of God will be there. Slayer going to be sent back to base. He's out of the fight, but now the Infest coming through onto LeBron. And Palantimos, he's kind of out in a nook here and could be in a little bit of trouble as Crystallize bounces forward, looking for him, will not miss, kills off the Lifestealer. Zayat's looking for the TP out, will get it, it seems, with the cast there. Macropyre going to force General's BKB out, and Deathward unable to kill him off. And now Undershock looking for the Ice Path, will find it, but he's likely to lose his life here. Aegis picked up by Crystallize. And this is why we saw the hesitance around the pit from VEGA. They got a little bit too split up. Undershock gonna shrine, but I don't think General has the kill power. Oh, he does. Hunter in the Night active, available. Macropyre at this stage. Now flying over the top, looking for the Weaver in the backline. They get the Nullifier off. The mute is there. Palantimos is there. They take him down. And the assassination from the backlines is successful. Hand of God is there. Crystallize is in trouble as well. He's going to be forced to pop the cheese. Blizzy under the cover of BKB. Ice Path from range going to connect on the Ursa. Can they bring him down? He's forced to in range. Palantimos in trouble. Silenced up. Force staffed away. Toss is there from Lil. And the Yule's up into the air from Dendi. Rage is there though. With the open wound, still not enough to bring down Dendi. Zayat's in trouble. Lil and Dendi doing work here together. Exorcism going to be popped. Can they just sneak this Roche away? Macropyre will be there. And it's actually going to kind of help in this endeavor. Aeon this pop by Dendi. Blizzy needs to think about going in here. And will pop the BKB. Nullifier, he gets it off onto the Ursa. But not much else helps as the grip is there. Palantimos looking for the Roche. Gets it down. Blizzy the one to pick up the Aegis. And Palantimos looking to fight. Time-lapse forced out onto the Hex Weaver. Ice Path will connect onto Dendi. And fight getting a little bit chaotic. Blizzy in trouble. Does have the Aegis. Lifesteal inside him. Looking to go onto General. Ice Path catches one. That's going to be the Bane. General going to make it away. Does finish off the Night Stalker, but it's just the Aegis. Undershock looking to Hex. Has a Hex in 2 seconds. But will he go down beforehand? Lil blinks away. Ice Path is there. And the send back from the Chen keeps the Jakiro safe. They'll get the Weaver. Lil bottom lane. Oh, gets the Hex off, does Undershock. Ice Path is going to be there as well. They have a time-lapse, and they'll get it off. Lil's going to be able to BKB, and so does Blizzy. Dendi chasing forward for this. Palantimos, well, they're going to just send him back. Palantimos in trouble now, should have the Rage in a second. Manta's up, gets the Aeon Disc off onto Dendi. The Ice Path will be there for now. The Abyssal, though, is there. Now Palantimos, he's raged up, but going to be sent back by the Chen. Zayat's going to try and get the hell out of dodge. And they do lose the Witch Doctor. That's a dieback for the Witch Doctor. Jakiro in trouble as well. And I'm still hard-pressed to decipher this Witch Doctor buyback here. But Blizzy looking to go in onto the... Oh, wow. Now Blizzy, it is nighttime. Up to the high ground, jump forward. Lil is going to find him, but it doesn't do all that much. Manta is going to be there from Palantimos. He'll beat into the tier 3. Glyph is going to be popped out. And they should just allow the creeps to take this out. Grip is going to be there. Can they cancel it? Hand of God 1 is there. Silence comes out. LeBron is just going to die, though. And now over to the west. Hexed up is Dendi, but he takes a lot of damage. Hand of God is there for the second time. Blizzy able to get his BKB off. Dendi doing a lot of damage to Palantimos. Gets the Hex off, or gets the Silence off as well, but they'll beat down Dendi with the Bloodthorn. Palantimos in trouble. Does have the Aegis, however. Undershock has a Hex ready. Macropyre will be there. Jump forward from Palantimos going in onto Lil. Ice Path is going to be there. BKB's there for Lil though, and he'll get under the cover of Shadowblade. Dendi going to have his Aeon Disc be popped. Palantimos in the meantime has taken out the melee racks over on the west side. Night Stalker does go down to the Weaver and the Ursa. Palantimos going to be abyssaled up. Lil in trouble. Aegis is going to be down. Lil does drop as well, but the buybacks come out aplenty. Hex is going to be there, however, onto the Ursa. Crystallizing trouble, but he gets time lapse in time. Palantimos will secure the mega creeps for Vega Squadron and will be sent back by the Chen. 2 gems on the deck. Both of those are going to be for the dire side. The Death Ward going to take out the Bane. Well, could be in a little bit of trouble here. And the Ice Path will catch him. Hex is going to be there. Dagon as well. Nullified and silenced up. He's dead. He's down 25k. And sitting in the grave watching his team with their last-ditch effort. Nullifier gets off onto Dendi. He's going to be glimmered up, but the Hex comes out on the south side, and they are going to be able to bring down Crystallize. He's dead, no buyback. Death Ward channeling on the east side. Going to force General back into base, and the Ancient being worked on here. Why not? They're going to try and kill off Dendi as well. Macropyre is going to be there. But the game and the series secured by Vega. They will eliminate NAVI from these qualifiers.